Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a new video, you golf life legends. Look who I got with me, Wayne Riley, Radar, how are you, son?
Great, mate.
Right, listen, we're going to have a good game.
Yeah, we are.
A little bit of match play, but what I want to know, what spanners you got in the bag?
Well, all my ping stuff, obviously I'm a ping man through and through, the irons, most of the things, the irons are pretty straightforward. This is what most of the players use. Victor uses this sort of thing,
yeah,
Westwood, all
those,
they all use this, but there's a new one coming out, so stay tuned.
And what
it's probably already out.
And what you got there?
Four wedges. Four wedges. The only one I don't really use that much, I use a 54 a lot, 60 out of the bunkers. I don't use the U wedge that I was going to say,
you don't see a lot of them,
It goes probably about 130 for me.
So you've got the I210s from 5 iron to wedge, yeah, is that right?
4 iron.
From 4 iron to wedge, gotcha. Iron. Then you've got your 3 glide wedges, which starts at 54.
Yeah, I've even got ones at home that they've come back ping and started making like the old I2, which is with a big toe on them, isn't they? Way back when. I've got some of those, and I've had them for a year, but I haven't. But if you want those sort of things, you like that old style, ping can do that.
Yep. And then we've got to have a little go on this, the old 60. Yep. Big fan of lob wedges because they come in. When would these come in after you?
See, I'm not a great fan of with too much loft. Because back in the day. We talk about, we'll get into Sevi, I'm sure, out there on the course, but, a 54, what we used to do is just open it up to create loft.
Yes.
And there was a built-in shot already for you, Jimmy. You had to manufacture shots.
Yeah.
Now you've already automatically got the loft in there having a 60.
Yeah.
And that kind of confuses me with so many wedges. I know all these players have grown up with it, but me being old school and old era, I mean, the more clubs that help you, the more confused we get, where we had to sort of get this thing, if we have a look and just open it up to create loft or square it up to de-loft it, turn the toe in. Now you've got so much loft.
Yep. Right, there are your irons. Talk to me, rescues.
I haven't changed shafts at all. I'm still Dynamic Gold S400. When I played, I was an X1 man, but getting older now, I'm an S4, so still Dynamic Gold. These things.
Rescues. They've come into the game. They're massive now,
They really are.
Talk to me through what we got here.
Well, I went up to Gainsborough and they said, forget the 3-iron Radar, forget that sort of thing. I still have a 4-iron, but I've got one here that's got so much loft on it. It's that little thing that goes about 217 yards, that's all.
217 right on the button.
Through the air.
So what are these? Hang on a minute. The G430, that's a 4 baffler, 22 degrees, and then you got the same in a 3 baffler with 19 degrees.
That's exactly right, and that's this thing.
And what's that
does about 217 around there, just short of 220, and this one I can hit about 230.
Right, wow.
So
lovely.
And then the 3-wood goes.
And what sort of shaft? Just a stiff? What are they, Tour pings? Just a standard 85 stiff, right?
Yeah, these things, the shaft's just. It's just a lightweight. That's like what everyone has in their woods these days. Shafts are like, if you come to ping, you get fitted out, you can have what you have. Like any manufacturer, you can have whatever you like.
Right, okay, so you've got a G430 3-wood with the 15 degrees. Talk me through this.
I had a little sneaky through your bag, and you've got something very similar.
I've got a 3 and a 7 with you.
Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, not a deep face these days.
Shallow, isn't it?
Very, very shallow. A wide face, very forgiving, unbelievable off a tee, always tight lies. You can see the little bow down the bottom there, so you can get down there with the bottom groove. If you get a little bottom groovy, she might go a little like that. But that's forgiving, isn't it? So, an incredible club, incredible woods.
And what'd you fly that at?
Oh, I get this thing out there about 245. That's about it on the fly. Yeah. So in the summer, in the UK, you still get a little bit of chase. So you might get it out there 265.
Yeah, nice. Right. Big Chief.
The Chief.
I've heard you say that plenty of times. Talk me through.
Well, there's so many of them. This is the G430. There's so many drivers that Ping have right now. And on tour, there's so many guys that are using this who aren't on the contract. They
so forgiving.
They're so forgiving, and they just. It's not Ping back in the day made a driver that was more of a ping. It was a ping. Yeah, that's how they got the name with the ping putter that made the old answer that Sevi made famous. 84 on the 18th green at St Andrews there.
Brilliant.
But this driver now makes a more dead sound, but they just
acoustically they've changed over the years. You're right, because it used to be more tinny. It's more of a dull punt now, isn't it?
That's right. There's so many drivers still that they make that ping, that sound like ring, and you're like whoa. It's like opening a can of cat food, but not so much anymore. This is a more dead sound, and the drivers, this driver's just Ping are just making some drivers now that are incredible.
Well, for yous back home, we play played against Westwood Poulter. And when I was on the live tour doing a little bit with the boys, there was so many of the max head, under all their tightest head covers and bits. They won't like me saying it.
No, but it's fact.
This head was under so many sneaky head covers.
Well, it's a dead giveaway, Jimmy, when all of a sudden they're standing there and they hit a drive.
Yeah,
and they've got a contract with someone 100%. And there's the big ping.
It's unreal. But what shaft's in here? Just standard ping shaft again?
Yeah, same as I've got in the...
Right,
I just stick... I'm not really a big tinkerer with clubs.
Right.
Dominic on the truck for ping knows what I want. And that's what I get.
And
well, that putter, that's going to go. It's a great putter, but I'm going to get myself a long putter. I've always
the old
been
broom handle
like this, but you're not allowed to anchor it. But in she goes.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm more of one of those. So I've got one of those on order. But this is really good. I got this one for to go up the arm.
The arm lock.
But then I got it, and then I thought, you know what? That feels really good with a big old long. Have a feel of that? With a big old long group. So many.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
I like that, right?
Yeah, you like that, but you try it without going up the arm.
Yeah.
A lot of weight in it. Yeah,
it's nice.
Right.
Balls and bits. You're not a tinger. You're not going to have a laser. You don't laser, do you?
No.
Golf balls. What are you playing with? Pro VX?
Even though I'm the perfect guy to promote your laser, being an on-courser, how good would I be, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys on this show will be nicking that sponsor.
Bushnell.
Yeah. Well, we could go the other lot. What the other lot? Garmin.
There's Garmin. Yeah.
So many watches now.
Yeah, but Bushnell's the one.
Titleist. I'm a Titleist guy. Always have been. They've looked after me so very, very well over the year.
Titleist,
the old Pro V.
Yeah.
You know, you might remember. You're old enough to remember back at the old Tour Bellata.
Used to go like
it used to be able to shape it. It was such a very soft ball, and you could be so creative with the ball in the wind. Even though it was softer, a lot of people would think it was so soft in the wind, no good.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't penetrate. But no, you could
drill it.
It used to stay on the club face just that little longer.
Yeah,
you could cut across it. You could work it. But you know, these days they've got golf balls that just come out like missiles.
And because of that soft ball back then, did you change your ball often?
Yeah.
What was it, every 2-3 holes?
No, every hole.
Every hole back then? Wow.
Most guys on tour will, even now, change every hole, especially if it's not if it's misbehaving.
Yeah,
the ball.
You're gone.
Gone.
Yeah,
Ta-da.
you're gone.
You know, you make a bogey or even a par, they might just new ball. But if you're on a run with a birdie, you'll probably stick with it.
Well, mate,
you know,
you're going to need that. All the best.
Thanks, Jim.
Let's get it on.